right. My dear sister,
Yes,
hope you
sir.
are doing very well.
Yes.
Now, I mean, one of the places that appears to be infested by substances, and when it comes to the use of drugs, the women are the most vulnerable. Now, what we're trying to do this morning or this moment is to be able to speak to women across board, especially for those who are caught up in the disease of addiction. Addiction is not a demon-induced condition. I'm sure this one is established over the years. It's a disease that is treatable. And for that matter, we are here to speak to a few women and find out what their positions are, how the whole thing started, and where we are today. My dear, tell us your name.
My name is Francisca Udi Ahobiwon.
Oh, okay. So, Francisca, it sounds like you are a Nigerian.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a very punchy question. Forgive me. What are you doing in Ghana?
So I'm an artist and a fashion designer.
Oh, an artist and a fashion designer.
Yes, sir.
Are you practicing your profession at the moment?
Tailoring.
Okay, but are you still doing it?
Yes, sir.
Or you still doing it?
Yes, sir.
And okay, so when I came in here, I realized you aren't in a very good condition. Physically, it looks like you are down, and things are not as much as you would have wanted as we spoke behind the camera, off camera. Now, how did all this start?
Okay, sir. I came from Nigeria about 2 years ago, and I landed at Kaswa Escobar Nightclub. I was a stripper.
Okay.
Then I finished with my madam already. But
When you say you're a stripper, what do you mean? There are a lot of people out there who really don't understand what a stripper is.
dancing in a club
Okay.
at night club and with the pole. Yeah,
Okay.
with some short dresses.
Okay. So what happened after that? You're a stripper. Let's take it from there.
I got pregnant with my husband and I delivered already.
Is this a husband you met here in Ghana?
Yes,
A Nigerian or Ghanaian?
he's a Nigerian,
Okay.
but we were married in Nigeria already.
And then the two of you came to Ghana.
I came to Ghana before him.
Okay.
I met him here in Ghana.
So when you married, you were you still a stripper when you married?
No, sir.
Okay, so you became a stripper after you married.
Yes.
And okay, so let's continue. Now, what I see is like we spoke off camera, you find yourself in using substances or drugs. And could you tell me the kind of drugs that you use?
Okay, so cocaine, weed, grabber.
Can you repeat that? It doesn't look like our listeners are hearing.
Cocaine, weed and grabber, cocktail.
Cocktail.
Yes,
So
sir.
it means that you do. Yeah. So cocktail is a mixture of heroin and marijuana, and so that is what a cocktail is. So you hit rock.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. How long have you done these drugs?
1 year.
1 year.
Yes, sir.
1 year. I see. And is your husband also on drugs?
No, sir, he's not.
He's not. So how did it start? How did you get into using drugs?
So my friend introduced me to it.
Your friend, a male friend or female friend?
A male friend.
A male friend. Were you
Yes,
in a
sir.
relationship with him in a way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And your husband was not aware of your relationship?
Yes,
He
sir.
didn't know?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he eventually introduced you to it.
Yeah,
Where is he
yes, sir.
now?
He's at work. He work at Zongo Lane.
Zongo Lane, and
Yes,
he's still
sir.
on drugs.
He don't do drugs.
He doesn't do drugs,
Yes,
but he
sir.
introduced you to it.
No. He don't know I do drugs, so
He doesn't know you do drugs. So
Yes.
how did you start? You said your friend introduced you to it.
my friend, he's a male friend. I met him here in Ghana
Okay.
at, I guess, Sahara.
You met him at Sahara,
Yes.
and then he introduced you to the substance.
Yes, sir.
How was the feeling like when you started?
So quite fine.
When you started, it looked or felt good,
Yes, sir.
and then eventually, what happened? You fell in love with it. You loved it eventually with time.
So I'm not an addict, but I am hoping or planning to stop
Okay, so how?
drugs
Why do you want to stop if you are not an addict then?
because
Because the reason is that as you are up this morning, how do you feel in your body? What is actually happening to you?
I feel strong. Reason why I do drugs is because I just delivered, and without cocaine I feel weak and dizzy. Because as a newly born mother, I do drugs and I feel strong and
When
healthy
you
to
do, you
work.
feel strong.
Yes,
But when you don't do, you feel weak.
weak. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let me give a little education here. A few times, addicts out there keep saying they are not addicts, they are not addicts. In fact, we are not forcing you to say you are an addict. But what happens is that once in the absence of drugs, you go into cold turkey. You have turkey now, you feel turkey.
Yes, sir. I have taken before I started drugs.
Now, as we speak now, if you don't do this morning, do you feel turkey?
No, sir.
You don't feel turkey?
Yes, sir.
Although you do cocktail?
Yes, sir. There is crack. CK.
CK.
Yes,
You
crack.
do only cracks,
Yes.
and then you do cocktail.
No, I
You don't do
don't.
cocktail, you stop the cocktail?
Yes.
You were using cocktail before. Now,
No. I tried that once, but I don't like it. It's so dangerous. Like it's so drunk.
okay.
Yeah, it makes me as a woman feel so drunk and weak and want to fall down.
Okay. So what I have come to study after talking to a range of persons with substance use disorders is that a lot of times they are in denial. You see them going down the drain, yet they tell you they can manage the situation. I'm not shocked or amazed that I haven't used all these substances for all this. You said 1 year,
Yes, sir.
constantly for 1 year. The name again?
Francisca.
Francisca says she's not an addict. Well, it is for you to judge. It is for you to really tell us what the situation is like, especially for those of you out there, doctors, psychologists, and all those experts out there. Tell us in the comment section what this situation is like. In fact, for me, it appears she's in denial. But what do you think it is for now? Now, where is your child?
My child is with my mother at Nigeria. So after then, I send him to Nigeria to stay with my parents.
Okay, so she's currently in Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay. So what are you doing? What are you still doing in Ghana?
So
I'm asking this question because, mothers normally don't detach from their children or babies for that matter. And so I'm wondering what you are still doing here without your baby. What are you still doing in Ghana?
okay, so I'm learning fashion and designing, how to sew clothes, be perfect in making clothes and beads and jewelries.
So what has happened to the stripping business?
Nothing, sir. Once in a while, go there.
And do it.
Yes, sir.
Now, in your drug use, have you had men taking advantage of you? What is it like, your daily life, in terms of how you go by situations, how vulnerable I see women to be when they find themselves in drugs? Have you been taken advantage of before?
No, sir.
You've not been taken advantage of before?
Yes, sir.
How do you do it? Because a lot of women I've spoken to out there are saying they've been taken advantage of. Some, with all due respect, would have to go out there and sell themselves to be able to feed the addiction. How is it like for you?
Sir, I have not experienced it
You've not
before.
experienced that before?
Yes.
Okay. So Nigerians are listening to you, Ghanaians are listening to you, authorities out there, stakeholders are listening to you. At this moment, how do you want to be helped? Do you want some help? Let me put it that way.
Yes, sir.
You think you need some help to be able to come out of the drugs?
Yes, sir.
And how do you want to be helped?
So I want to be put in a physical duty work and be paid and save a lot. that can manage me go back to my country, Nigeria.
A lot of times, the idea for persons who use substances is that it is because they don't have work. That is why they are using these substances, or they are deep into using drugs. But the question is, were they working before they got into the drugs, and what happened to their work? At this time, I think that it is not the work that they need. They need rehabilitation. They need to get to that place where they do away with the substances so that it will give them the clear minds and then the space, that liberty, to be able to get into doing anything. I want to believe strongly, and I want to be very honest with you, with all due respect, that I think at this point, what you need is rehabilitation center to come out of drugs and not to work immediately. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for having talked to us, and we are grateful. We're calling on stakeholders. I'm sure those listening or watching at this very moment, for some reason, will come to the aid of the ladies out there who are deep into using drugs. Thank you, and God bless you.